Hello, MGTOW. Hello, man. This is Howard Dare. Thanks for stopping by. Sorry about that. Interesting, just time delays, time differences, things like that. But I have something very important that I want to talk to you guys about today. All the time. The pink pill and its danger to MGTOW. And it's very important to me to communicate this to you guys. And I also believe for you guys, for MGTOW, to understand this. So please stick around. I won't take much of your time, but I've got to discuss the process by which I came to this idea. Okay. And it's not a new idea. I've had this idea for a while, and I know a lot of you have had this idea for a while. So please, give me a little time here because I think it's important, and it's important to me. I think it's important to MGTOW. So how are you guys doing? I got started a little late here, a little confusion. I'm working it out, right? And this is a process, and it will become much more refined and much more valuable to you guys, okay? That's the exchange of valuable resource, valuable information, something that enhances the quality of your life in exchange for your time, for your attention, for your patronage, for your support, right? And this will grow the message. This will allow me to reach more people. And ideas. Now, I don't mean to sidetrack. It's getting better. Can you hear me okay? Is my audio okay? Thanks for stopping by, everybody. Here, I'm having so far so good. We've got art here, which I'm not even going to try to pronounce that first part, and I'm pretty good at this stuff. And I'm going to have to play the audio of this particular, pronunciation. Backwoods Bachelor is here. And, you got to appreciate that because, he's out in the backwoods, right? Whatever happened to my friend who literally hiking the Appalachian Trail and doing videos at the same time? And, very strong voice, very outspoken, good guy. I'm just saying hello here. Yeah, amazing that it sent out at all, I really believe that I'm shadowed on YouTube. And yeah, if you support the MGTOW message, you get a lot of you get a lot of trouble. Okay, you get a lot of pushback. So I'm talking about the process by which I'm coming, to this particular idea and many others. And it's by doing these podcasts. It's by coming on here and presenting my ideas to you for your scrutiny, for your examination, re-clarifying them within myself, and then restating them more clearly. This is a process, okay? Our ideas, listen, I want to make you a promise, okay? I want to offer you here something that you can add into your toolbox to make your life better, if you want, because I believe that's part of what MGTOW is about, offering the understanding and the ideas of the situation that the men are facing so that they can build themselves a better life, and not be, destroyed and led into traps. So this is a process of ideas being clarified, being, taking shape, crystallizing, linking up, becoming a cohesive, comprehensive whole, which only then can be integrated into the vast bank of knowledge that the man has. Only when it's fully formed and it doesn't have any illogical inconsistencies can it then be integrated into the man's awareness. And this is not an automatic process. This is not your feelings. This is rational analyzation. And then reaching, drawing rational conclusions and then testing them. Speak your ideas. I couldn't do this in videos because the videos take 2 or 3 days to make. And by then, the ideas would be lost, gone. The arguments would be lost, gone. It could not be integrated into philosophy, okay? Because that's what we're talking about here. One Fast Stack is here. Thank you for stopping by, brother. I appreciate it. I support your MGTOW channel. MGTOW Monk is here, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, sorry. Don't engage. Oh, yeah. Okay. So you've changed your name, my friend. You've changed your name to Don't Engage. Like I saw that and I was like, oh yeah, you were Don't Engage. MGTOW Music, Don't Engage, right? No. We changed the whole name. Good evening, MGTOW Music. I hope things are going well for you in the UK. It's a hard situation over there. It's a hard situation in Canada. It's a hard situation in Australia. It's a hard situation all over in Southeast Asia, all the technological, societies. We just don't hear too much from them. That's all. But it's bad over there. So I'm talking about the pink pill and it diluting the message of MGTOW. Because here's the thing. The media, the status quo, the powers that be, which I've been talking about, they can't kill a message. You can't kill an idea. You can't kill a meme. Even if it's a threat to your ideology and your processes by which you control the population. But you can discredit it. You can mock it. You can marginalize it, not by controlling its distribution, which you can limit, but you can't stop, but by ridiculing it, by mocking it, by raising the arguments against it. And these ideas and these arguments, these are the core issues of MGTOW. This idea of male sovereignty, men taking control back of their own lives, exposing female nature. And with me, exposing how it affects society, media, popular culture, our lives, our laws, our justice system. It is a deep, comprehensive argument. Now, let's talk about the pink pill, the diluting of the message, this core message of MGTOW. And you can understand, I have nothing against these channels, okay? I'm talking about your red pill channels, okay? I've got nothing against them. I support them. I appreciate them bringing people into MGTOW and into the red pill. You know what I mean? And they're good, man. They do good work. Make no mistake about that. But this constant preoccupation with women, this anger with women, this immersion with women, this is how the media, the popular culture, co-opt a social idea, a meme that is opposed to them onto their side and into their cause. Okay? They can't shut it down. They can't kill it. They can mock it. They can belittle it. They can make sure that it gains no traction within their audience. They can find the worst representatives of that message and highlight that aspect of it. And they can also co-opt it. You see, part of the problem here is the preoccupation with women, their wants, their needs. That's what dominates our culture, our society, our media. And this is what we're immersed in. Now, if you take this core message of MGTOW, sorry about that, man, I'm outdoors. If you take this core message of MGTOW, men claiming sovereignty over their own lives so they're not slaves to a gynocentric female system dominated by their feelings and their instincts, perpetuated by media, government, institutions, because it's so much easier to control the feelings of your population than it is to deal with a rational, informed, thoughtful, self-sustaining, self-generating, self-validating group of individuals who build their own interests. But what a world that can make, right? And we're witnessing the destruction of that by this process. And you're witnessing the destruction of this in your individual life by this process. But by having this understanding, you can divorce yourself from it, mitigate its influence upon you, and rebuild the damage that it has done. That's MGTOW, right? But being angry at a woman who has unreasonable dating expectations, while that's part of exposing female nature, that is not the core message of MGTOW. And to get lost in, to be immersed in your feelings, your resentment, your hatred, your joy at, mocking and, haha, that's a great feeling. It really is, man. I fucking support that. Domination through intimidation and humiliation. All right? We should all be professional wrestlers. It's a wonderful feeling. But that's not all that MGTOW is. And I don't want to see it get lost. And I have no problem with groups of people making content that makes fun of women. Because, it's exposing female nature and it's pretty funny. So, excuse me. That's what I'm talking about. That's the danger. I don't want the majority of MGTOW falling into immersion in resentment of women. That's what I'm saying. Right? Okay. And I couldn't have come to this idea, this process, without clarifying my ideas on the mainstream media and how it is dominated by this female interest, and how the government and the institutions, they want it dominated by this interest, how you are not able to entirely divorce yourself from the culture and the society of the world around you, but that if you can recognize where it's seeping in and having this pernicious, corrupting effect, what if you watch a television show where everybody on that show is just a really, really strong feminist and, is just filled with misandry, okay? But they never state any of that. They never talk about that. They talk about other things. They talk about Johnny Depp. They talk about Amber Heard. And they talk about it in the context of, these views, right? But they never explicitly mention these views. And you watch the next show and the next show, and it's all like this. What kind of an effect would that have? Understand, it would set the tone. It would set the whole context, is what it would do. And that's what they have. And it's a tool. It's a weapon that they use to perpetuate, their mindset, their consumer mindset, which is feminist based, and which lends itself to leftist, subversive situations. In other words, it could be used for rational, thoughtful, intelligent, meaningful debate that gives you a better chance at having a better life tomorrow. Or it could be used to distract you, to weaken you, to make you obsessed with fashion and trends and products, and control the population around you in such a way that even if you do have a differing view, you won't be able to hold on to it or state it for long. And by doing this, they have undercut your value, your taking care of your own life, people looking within themselves for happiness, for validation, for meaning, for purpose. They're looking outside of themselves for money, for status, for achievement. Now, I don't really have a problem with those things. You know what I mean? Let them drive you, but let this be a positive feedback situation. You know, this is why I'm saying pick up a trade, pick up a craft, you know, work at it, improve it, expose it to others. Use this process. Please, please, men, you know, build yourselves up, make yourself strong, recognize the undercutting, the pervasive undercutting that's going on here. Understand why a pink pill message is still, it's the same old song, okay? It's still an utter preoccupation with women. So you see how it still serves the status quo. How even though the message is explicitly saying something, one thing, it's actually kind of encouraging the other thing. Okay? So you understand why they would even encourage it. And remember, you can't kill the idea. You can't kill the meme, but you can subvert it. You can co-opt it. Don't let that happen to you. Don't let that happen to MGTOW. This is what I'm saying. And I'm saying that my ability to come to this, you know, idea, this conclusion is fostered by making regular podcasts, clarifying the ideas, linking them together, making it comprehensive, and then it can be integrated into the larger scheme, you know, to the larger metaphysical outlook of the situation. And that's what we're trying to spread. That's what I'm trying to spread. Okay, that message. The other one is just, you know, secondary. And so don't get diverted, please. All right. That's all I wanted to say. Ooh, what's this? I'm sorry, right? Voltaire said something along the lines of, respect the lie enough, eventually the lie will be believed to be true. Yeah. Yeah, there's a lot of, you know, ways of saying the same thing. You know, the emperor's new clothes, you know, or the empress's new clothes in this manner. Treason doth never prosper, for if it does, none dare call it treason. And be careful of the masks you wear, lest the face become your own. One of my favorites, battle not with monsters, lest ye become a monster. And if you gaze into the abyss, the abyss also gazes into you. You know, so that's what I'm saying. If the men immerse themselves in their resentment and hatred of the women and the mocking of the women, right? I'm channeling my Conan Barbarian, my inner Conan. The mocking of the women, the gashing of the teeth and the shedding of the tears. If that's what they immerse themselves in, they become a tool of the very system that is oppressing them. And if the content creators lose the core principles of MGTOW and Red Pill and focus exclusively on this mocking of the women and stoking the resentment of the men emotionally, rather than, you know, opening their eyes and then equipping them to deal with it rationally, you know, they don't want to do that. I'm suggesting, you know, warning against that. Eye on that. Don't get diverted. Don't get lost. Think about this. What do you think about this? Okay, because I'm going into the comments section, right? Free Ross is here. Thanks for stopping by. A red pill woman doesn't exist. Pink pill is an appropriate term. Yeah, you know, but intellectually they can have the ideas and support the ideas. But no, we live in, you know, so, and it how they interpret the world itself, and it's through evolutionary biology. Okay. 99% Irish. You got to really do, right? Because Eric Zambro. Eric was here? Damn. I should have given him a shout out. My bad. Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's who EZ is. My bad. I like that. EZ. Have a good one, EZ. Uh, Easy to lie to people than convince them they've been lied to. Very hard to convince people against anything that they already believe, especially if they have a financial vested interest in not believing it. And this is the case that we're looking at right here. And the world around you, the people who are shaping the media, the culture, the social media platforms, the ideas that these people hold on to serve, this other need, this consumer, female, emotionally based society, which will leave the men and even the women just dashed upon the rocks. So this is the important message of MGTOW. Right? And it's been here throughout the ages. It really has. And if you look back to the great philosophers, you can see they're all talking about, self-solve, freedom. Right now, the right to express themselves, not the ability, not the result, but the right. That it's fundamental. And of course, popular culture, propaganda, effective media, that's what it takes away, right? It brainwashes people. Right? So how do you hold on to your own mind, your own soul in a world where it's bent on control your mind? You know that these are the views they have, and they're not consistent. Yourself up, making yourself strong, and having a better life tomorrow. But he described at the beginning of the video, I didn't want to waste any. But if you're hanging around this long, go ahead and click on